right. Well, it is March 20th, 2021. It's actually my anniversary today, my 45th anniversary. And you know that my wife really loves me when she lets me go camping without her on our anniversary. So I'm here at Mount St. Gilead. Well, what is it? Not Mount St. Gilead. Mount Gilead State Park. Kind of our home away from home. Dave is here with me. If I can pull him around. There he is. And so we just got a beautiful day. It's in the 50s right now. It's supposed to be in the high 20s tonight. So it'll be a little chilly, but we got all the stuff handled for it. And then tomorrow's supposed to be up in the 60s. So it's going to be really nice. So I have to show you my cool little thing from Hammock Gear. This is a little holder that runs along my ridge line. Basically, you put it in here. I haven't done this yet, but I think I know how to do it. Just kind of put it there, and whoops, I may have to have two hands here. But basically, it runs along the ridge line, and then I can actually watch a movie or read or something like that on my phone. So that's a really nice little thing to have, and we're excited about that. I also have my gator for my tarp here, and it's such a nice night tonight. I think I'm just going to leave this in. What happens is if you pull this off, then the gator just the tarp just falls right down. But when you put it together, you just pull it back up, and then as you can see, I don't have to fold my tarp up. It's already folded up. I can just kind of roll it up in a little ball like a noodle and put it in my backpack. So that's from Hammock Gear, and I don't think they call it I forget what they exactly call it, but it's kind of like a snake or a gator for your tarp. And this one's a mesh one. So the last time I tarped, it was kind of wet, and I was able to just take this and wipe it right or put it on there. It was a little wet, but by the afternoon, most of the tarp was dry. So that when I unrolled it again, it was pretty dry. So I'm going to put this thing in, and I'm going to get my quilt on and get my overquilt and underquilt set up. Then we'll get back with you. Well, just wanted to show off my hammock setup for today. Normally I've got a tarp over it. I do have my tarp up, but I don't think I'm going to pull it out tonight. It's a beautiful night. This is going to be my view tonight. And so I think I'm going to enjoy looking at some stars. That's one thing about an astronomy teacher. You can make them really happy by just putting some stars up above them. So I've got this little extra container here from Hammock Gear, and it's this mesh pocket, and I've hooked it up to my little container, or my little loop things here, so I can just slide it along. And I'll just probably leave this right here. I've got some down booties in it in here that I'll put on tonight. Here's an extra Costco quilt if I need it. I got some Kleenex in there, and I might put some other stuff in there too, just so I can have it handy, and so I'm not sitting on it. Used to be, if I had some extra stuff, I would always be losing it in the bottom of this thing. Here's my Paria overquilt. It's a 15-degree one. I have never been cold in this one yet. Tonight's supposed to be down in the 20s, but I don't think I'll be cold. I have the Hammock Gear Econ, the Econ incubator, and it's in the 10-degree. And I've mentioned this before. This is the tag on this Econ, and the tag goes in the top left where your head is. This end here is wider on one end than the other to kind of incorporate your shoulders. I use this little Sea to Summit pillow here. I don't usually inflate it all the way, and so my head pushes down in the middle, and it kind of wraps around my ears a little bit, so it usually stays in place better as well. So yeah, so that's my basic setup. Dave, a couple Christmas ago or so, got me some lights. So I actually have some lights that I put up on my thing. I usually put them up on the end so I can look at them when I'm sleeping. And you just push the button here and it goes on. So yeah, so that's what we got so far. I'm really excited tonight because I've got something new. I'm going to go get that and then put it up, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so my new thing is I have sleep apnea, and I'm a diabetic, and I have sleep apnea, so I have to sleep with a CPAP machine. And most CPAPs are pretty large, and they have water, and there is a humidifier. And so when I come and sleep outdoors, I just don't sleep very good usually, just because I can't breathe very well. And so what happens is, and then I snore, and then I wake up, and I keep other people awake as well. When I started sleeping in my hammock, I noticed I wasn't snoring as much, but I still was having problems sleeping. So what I did, I've been saving up for quite a while on this. I bought a portable CPAP machine. This is called the Z2. And basically, it's got a hose here. The air comes in here. It has a hose. It goes to my mask. This is a mask that fits over my face, over my nose. And it helps me to breathe, and it helps me not to snore at all. And it has a battery. That's what this is. And this battery will run it for about 8 hours. It all fits up and packs up in this little bag right here. So I can literally take it backpacking if I want. Or if I'm traveling, like when I go to my mother-in-law's up in New York, if I just want to go for a day or two, I don't have to unpack pack my other one up and get, it takes more room and that kind of stuff. I can just pack this with me. I tested it out. I just had my gallbladder out a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and so I sleep in a water bed, and it was hard to get in and out of the water bed, so I just slept in my daughter Chelsea's room. And when I slept, I used this CPAP so I could test it out. So I tested it out for 4 nights now, and it works great. And I really like it so far. So I'm anxious. This is my first time I've had it out. It's going to be pretty cold tonight, so that's going to be some cold air going through there. This doesn't have a heating element or anything, so I'm anxious to see if I can sleep okay while it's cold. Normally, I pull this Costco quilt over my head a little bit just to kind of warm it up near where my head is. Kind of keep the breeze out and stuff like that. So I'll probably do that tonight. And I'm thinking just having that there above me, it'll gather some heat up in here. So it probably won't be in the 20s. It'll probably be more in the 30s or maybe high 30s right here in my head end. And so I don't think it'll be too cold for me. So we'll find out. We'll test her out tonight. Probably when I get in bed in the hammock, I'll put my mask on and show you what I look like. Looks like, some kind of robotic man or something. But we'll show you how it works, and then we'll see if it works tonight. I'm hoping it does. Boy, it's just a beautiful day here. It was in the low 60s earlier this afternoon. I think it's back down in the 50s right now, but I'm sitting here in the sun, and it is just gorgeous. What a beautiful day. I've got a dry, what do you call it? Power dry long sleeve shirt underneath, and then I've got just a merino sweater here, and I'm plenty warm just sitting here. So it's just been a really gorgeous day. I really haven't done a lot. Dave and I just sat around and talked most of the afternoon. I needed this weekend. I'm just kind of tired and kind of mentally just kind of spent, I think is the best word. We have parent-teacher conferences this week at school, and so you got to be on your A game for that. And so I just felt like I needed to get out this weekend and just kind of clear my head a little bit. And then after that, we have spring break, and I'm hoping maybe on spring break to do a little bit more camping. Might be doing some up in the family farm at New York State. They still have some snow up there, so I'm not sure exactly whether I'll go or not and when I'll go. And I'm still a little sore from my surgery. I had gallbladder surgery about a week ago, and it was robotic surgery and laparoscopic, so it wasn't a terrible invasive thing. I actually was back at work within 4 days, but I'm still sore, and I'm not sure I should really be backpacking yet. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel the rest of this week, and then we can maybe make a decision. I don't have to go backpacking, but that'd be kind of nice. I also am excited. I made a decision to use my stimulus check to buy something that I've kind of wanted to get for a while, but I wasn't sure whether I really could or not. Anyways, I got myself a hot tent stove, a Pamali, and it's really nice, and it just came. I ordered it. It came from China, and it was in Guangzhou, China about 6 days ago, and it got here yesterday. So I was really excited about that. And so I'll probably during spring break, I'll at least break that in and get it set up and test it. I also got a 4-man tent that has a rain fly on it and a vestibule. And what I'm going to do is put a hot tent stove jack in that, and then I'm going to use the vestibule for the hot tent, and then the rest of the tent actually, collect the heat in that. So I'm anxious to do that. So we'll be filming all of that stuff as well. And I get most of my information about hot tenting from Lone Wolf 902. I'll try to remember to put his link on here. I enjoy watching him, and he's got like 5 or 6 different stoves and different kinds of tents and stuff. So that's kind of what inspired me. He's kind of the guy that inspired me originally to do that. I like to camp in the winter, and I'm probably going to just car camp and do that. I'm probably not going to carry it, but the titanium stove is only about 4 pounds, and it's so lightweight. It's amazing, and that's including the chimney. So yeah, we'll see. We'll be posting that when we get on it. Well, there is my view this morning, and I had some nice pictures I took last night with my night vision part of this video, or this camera, and it was just really nice sleeping under the stars. It's a little after 9 right now, and I just had my CPAP battery just stop right now. It just I went to bed probably about 11:30 or so, and it's about 9 o'clock now, so that lasts a little over 8 hours, I guess, and that was good. And I slept from I didn't go to sleep till about 3:30 or so, because I was just enjoying the stars and just enjoying kicking back and relaxing. And then I slept from then on, I think probably about 3:30 until just like 5 minutes ago, just straight. And that's like the longest I've slept outside in probably, I don't know, maybe 5 years. So really nice. I love this portable CPAP that I just got, and looks like the battery's gonna last. And if I may break down and buy another battery so I can do a multi-night thing. it certainly worked great for me tonight. So get rolling here in just a second. The sun's getting bright in my eyes. All right, so as we always say, if we can do it, you can do it too. And part of camping for Dave and me are always, when we get finished, we try to go out to eat someplace. And today we're at Cracker Barrel and we're sitting outside. It's a beautiful afternoon, and you know, it's like in the 60s, 61 or 62. So we're just enjoying our meal, and as you can see, we're gonna definitely have a meal. So Dave, what do you think about the weekend?
I think we're going to get our money's worth on this post-camping meal for certain, Fred. I'm very glad to be doing this today. Just a great weekend of camping. Good weather, beautiful stars last night.
Yeah.
A lot of birds out that we got to see.
Yeah.
Just a great time.
Got to see a hawk.
Great time of fellowship and stuff.
Got to see a hawk this morning get in his nest, and that was pretty cool. And I don't know if you noticed, but on the way down here, there was like 3 hawks along the freeway.
I did not notice that.
Yeah,
I didn't have my birding buddy with me.
Must be
driving.
a hawk day. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and chow down on this. And remember, if we can do it, you can do it too, even out on the trail. So hopefully we'll see you on the trail.